Price, are you going to join us?
Yeah.
Are we rolling? Good morning.
Like a kid
yes,
that got
this
caught.
is the TM New Home Connection, ma'am. We're going to connect
Which camera?
some
Am I
folks.
this one? Okay.
Yeah,
Hi.
we're gonna connect some folks.
There's 2 cameras right here. So that one, right? That one?
She wants to know what she's focusing on, so she can make eye contact with the people.
Yes.
To the peoples.
Okay, so this morning we're gonna do something different, though.
Yes. And Jared isn't here.
Oh no,
Did you do the welcome back?
I did, but it was very silent because I was trying to see if you were gonna pay attention to me or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was a test.
You know how the week's going right now.
Girl, we have made it to Friday
Somehow.
somehow, some way. But we are not going to read a LinkedIn introduction for our next guest.
Nope.
We are going to see if our audience can guess our guest by her laugh. So you got to say something funny now to make our guest laugh.
On.
Don't hide your laugh.
Oh, was I supposed to laugh?
No, well, there you go. I didn't even need to say anything.
Yes. Yeah, she's over there trying to conceal her laugh.
I didn't know if someone was going to wink at me or cue to start laughing or something.
That was your cue. Yes.
I can wink at you if you need me
Wink at
to.
me.
Does that make you
Ooh.
laugh when she
I don't know,
when she gives you the
Give me
wink?
chills.
I feel like this side of my face went like crunched when I
It all
winked.
winked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the full face wink. I'm here for it.
Yes. So a lot of people know our next guest by her laugh, her smile, her reels, her humor, her Adidas.
Yes.
The Adidas.
The Adidas. And the completion to our TM trio.
It is. It is. So we have Hanah with us today.
I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Glad y'all let me on.
It's the TM trio.
I love
It
it.
is.
I love it.
We're excited.
I'm glad
Get us
Jared
in
isn't
trouble.
here. It's exactly. That's why I'm glad Jared isn't here.
I mean, no, I'm not going to say that, but like, yeah. Because he's going to watch this later and he's going to be like, fired.
No.
Putting that in your file.
Add it to the HR file.
Yeah. That
Who is
goes
HR?
Me. No,
Oh.
we have no HR.
Okay. I was like, damn. all the crap I say in front of you.
Well, no, that doesn't exist yet here.
Well, that's
at
good. Because I would
Turner
have been fired a
Mango.
long time ago.
I don't think we're ever going to have an HR.
I don't think we need one.
There's
Jared's
just-
working on that today
there's
as we
just-
speak.
There's not a need.
I don't think we need it. Yeah.
There's not a need when you bring in the right
Self-police.
people.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm going to complain, I'm just going to complain too. So I don't need someone else to give me opportunity to complain or a safe space to complain. I'm just going to do it.
Well, we're
Yes.
all so close too.
Yeah.
It's like if one of us is having an issue, we just call each other, talk
Yeah.
to each other
Could
about
you
it.
imagine, like, I report Price to you?
I would come after you.
This email I just got.
I'd be like, okay, we're gonna
CCHR.
You're gonna be like, do you know her? That is just her.
What did we say last
Yeah.
night? Let this fire shine bright. What was it? Let
The
my
dumpster.
The dumpster fire.
dumpster fire.
dumpster fire was
This
shining bright
little
last night.
light of
that's our little
mine.
price.
Yeah.
It's just
gonna
burning
let
the
it
place
shine.
down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Violence
Girl
and
will
rage.
Violence, rage, set it ablaze.
I'm glad you didn't go through the LinkedIn because I don't think it's updated.
I feel like it's
It
not.
probably still, yeah. Says
No.
I work at the Museum of Fine Arts.
Well,
look.
okay.
Oh God, no, it is updated. I'm just kidding.
If not, we'll file that in her HR complaint as well.
Well, while
Get
I'm
up to
looking it
speed.
up,
Yes.
while I'm looking this up, oh my goodness, I'm getting 600 notifications.
On LinkedIn?
Well, I don't go on LinkedIn
Me neither.
very often. So when I go on, it's like pop up, pop up, pop up. And I'm like, I don't care. But it is updated.
We do care about your LinkedIn.
It
to
is
all the
updated.
Okay, good,
business
good.
professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
I did.
updated.
It is. And I have a new photo, right? Is it my recent photo? Okay. Okay.
It's updated.
Okay, that's good.
Shout out Ruben for those recent photos.
Oh, yes.
I love
Aura.
my Aura photos.
We love Aura.
Okay, so
I'm going to get a jacket from them.
I said I wanted one too. I just haven't done it yet.
We're,
I thought I
we're
was
all-
going to be gifted one, but
He's looking
apparently
at us
I have to
like,
get it.
what are y'all talking about?
This turned into a Ruben roast session.
Are we getting jackets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick the jacket for you.
No, I need to go. I need to go because I like to represent.
The jacket, I'll pay for it.
Oh.
Lulu?
I want to represent my friends. So yes.
Or wherever you want.
I like the Lulus.
They had a cute windbreaker thing there the other day. It was super cute.
I like windbreakers because it's Houston, and I feel like a good windbreaker is year round here. You can just bring the windbreaker.
What's
Yes.
a windbreaker like?
It's a very
like a raincoat?
thin.
You're a soccer player. Do you
Weatherproof.
know?
I know.
Like your whole outfit was a windbreaker outfit.
Yeah, but I mean, is that like that material? Like the okay.
Yeah,
It
it's really
breaks the
thin.
wind.
It breaks the wind.
I'm thinking like a wall, like a barrier.
It
No,
does.
girl.
The material, when it gets wet, well, it does get wet.
It does get wet,
See,
but it dries quickly.
So it's like okay.
It
yeah.
dries quickly.
Just wear a raincoat.
Now,
But the raincoat's heavy.
raincoats are,
Yeah.
and they don't
They
breathe.
they don't breathe. They are thick. Yeah.
Okay.
You chugging your coffee?
So yes, it's almost done.
It's like a line out of my playbook. Just like chug it back, shoot it back.
Everyone knows that I don't sip coffee. I drink coffee.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
It didn't look gross. You just shot it back.
Because you're here preparing myself for lunch.
I know.
So tell us, if somebody has not looked at your LinkedIn, tell us the professional story of
Okay.
Hanah.
So the bread and bones. Okay.
Wait, did
The
you
bread
say
and
bread and
bones?
bones?
I don't know. What is it called? What
The
is
bread
it?
and butter?
Oh, the
The meat and potatoes?
What? I mean, you could say bones solo, like the bones, like the bones of the home.
Where did bread come from?
Bread and bones.
I like carbs. Okay.
with
we
a
like-
side of bones.
Seriously, where did bread come from, though?
I really don't know.
She don't know.
I
She
just
was trying to
sounded-
wing it.
It sounded right in my head, and then I said it out loud, and I was like, "Let's go." And then y'all were looking at me, and I was like, "I did it wrong."
I think you meant bread and butter.
Yeah, I think the bread and butter
Or nuts
like,
and
I
bolts.
think meat and potatoes.
meat and potatoes just sounds weird.
That's kind of like bread and bones.
Not nuts.
nuts. Why are you saying nuts?
Okay, let's get to Hanah.
Okay.
Tell us
So
the
my story.
bread and bones.
No
the
nuts.
bread and
Hanah.
bones of Hanah without nuts. Yes.
Hold the nuts,
All
please.
the nuts. Hold them.
Okay. I just feel like when you order food and you say hold the tomatoes.
Dorette's crying.
Hold the tomatoes.
Hold the nuts. Durette's like, hold the nuts.
All right. I really want to hear about Hanah.
I want to hear about Hanah,
Oh, I
too.
made you cry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is why they don't invite me places. So Hanah has a degree in art history from the University of Houston. My very first job was a Museum of Fine Arts too. So when I was an undergrad, I got a position. I say that better than it is. I worked at the front desk selling tickets, but it was my in, so I loved that. I was really close with a professor there. Well, I was really close with one of my art history professors, and he was on the board there. So he was kind of just like helping me around, keeping me up, kind of keeping me in those conversations I needed to be in.
Yeah.
And then after I graduated, so I worked there all through my undergrad. And then after I graduated, I moved to West Texas. Yeah, I got married and then moved to West Texas like months after I graduated from college. Yeah.
Where in West Texas?
It's called Carrizo Springs. So
I've not heard of it.
I say West Texas. I think it's West, honestly. I really don't know.
Wait, how, and this
It's
is
by like Eagle Pass.
is this where
Wait,
you
isn't
met?
that south?
Joseph and I met when I was working at the museum, and then we got married. Like I graduated, and then isn't that south? I don't know. Like it's north of I-10. Okay.
Just like we drove that
we
way.
went that way. No, we passed San Antonio, so we did go.
Oh, west.
yeah, west. Yeah, we were like 30 minutes from the border.
I was about to say like
Yeah.
Mexican border west.
Yeah, no, it really was. No, it's west. I'm pretty sure it's someone. Okay, whatever.
That's west.
Yeah, I think it's west.
Keep
you
going.
you take I-10 west. To get there.
Southwest.
Yeah. But anyway, so there I worked at a school. I ran the after school program because like I had a bachelor's degree and I could get a job. So I was like, okay, well I'll go work in education for. I think I lasted like 6 months, and then I was like, I can't do this. It was with elementary school kids, and I was like, this is just not for me.
Oh
Like,
no.
No, that's not.
I think
for
I
you.
made one cry one time, and then I felt really bad. I mean, I wasn't a mom yet. I didn't know how to deal with kids, so like, I was not, trained in education, so I just didn't.
That just wasn't your thing.
No, it really wasn't, but it
No.
paid really well. And then after that, I came back to Houston, had my first kid, and then I got a job at Simpson Galleries, which is the Houston's oldest and longest standing auction, like fine art and antiques auction house. So I worked there for 5 years. I think it was like 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. I was there for 5 years. And I did everything from writing their contracts to cataloging fine art, wine, a little bit of, that's kind of where my love for like mid-century modern furniture really crept into. Because I got to see like a lot of that firsthand. I
So
really
it
didn't know anything
wasn't,
about
for the
it.
people that just don't know anything about it, it wasn't just like a painting on the wall. It was
Yes. So
everything.
anything that had like good value, you can sell through an art auction house.
Okay.
So paintings, furniture, pieces of fine dining like china,
Yes.
silverware, Cartier bracelets, like all this. Yeah, it's like this whole scope of stuff. And they were the oldest one in Houston and the most reputable one too. So I
Right.
was there for 5 years, worked all the auctions, phone bid. So if you can picture like a movie and everyone's just like raising a paddle and stuff like that, that's exactly how it is. No, it's so much fun because you're like spending other people's money and it's not yours. So it's great. Yeah.
like, you just won this chair.
Yeah, no, it really is. And it's like there's an auctioneer in the front. Yeah, there's an auctioneer in the front, and then you have like a row of audience, and then there's like the owner, he would run the online like bidding platform. So you would have people bidding like behind a screen or from their
Yes.
phones. And then in the
Yes.
back you had phone bidders. So people like me who would like have people who called in before, registered to bid on this lot. Then, you pick up the phone, you're like, hi, you're about to bid on blah, blah, blah. And then the auctioneer will like take your turn. And he's like, okay, I've got like $100 here and then 200 on the internet. And then he looks at the bank, like the audience in the back, like the phone bank. And then he's like, okay, like who's got 300? And then you're like, he's asking for 300. Would you like to bid? And then, you've got a paddle and you're like, you raise it up. So it's fun, especially when it gets like really
Yeah.
heated, because the whole idea of it is, you get two people who really want something.
Yeah.
And if they're sitting next to each other, they're just going to run up a bid.
Yep.
And then you'll have like, I would always let my phone bidders kind of like wait. And then that person thinks they got it. And then you're like, all right, like they all sat out. Like, do you want in now? And then
Yes.
like you throw in a bid and then they get all pissed off and stuff. So it's great. Oh, it's like, it's so much
This is
fun.
where your negotiation skills started.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and it really is. It's a totally different world. So like when you work in the art business, there's two sides of it. There's the academics, and if you want to be a curator at a museum and stuff like that. That is what I thought I wanted to do. And then museums are nonprofits. All of them just you cap out your salary at some point. That's really what happened to me pretty early on. And then the auction house side of things is that's where that's where the money's at. Because like they,
Sure.
yeah, so that was like the fun part of it. And then when I was there, I got an offer to go back to the museum at a senior position. So it was better for me at the time. And I was like, okay, like going back to that. And most of like my friends were all still there and stuff. So like 7 years later, I go back to the museum.
Yeah.
Then I was there for 3 years. I was there for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that is when I got into real estate. And then I met y'all.
Well, she fast forwarded it through that real quick.
Yeah, that was a quick fast forward.
Oh, like my history? Or
Well, the
like-
real estate part, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that part, yeah.
She's like, yeah, got in and met
Yeah.
y'all.
Well, I got in.
But
yeah.
you didn't get in initially. It was your
I was
husband.
about to say, I think your
Yes.
husband was the
Yeah.
gateway here.
So Joseph was the gateway into real estate. He worked for a home builder for about a year. A mutual friend introduced him to that world. And he worked like Manville, so like Rodeo Palms. He sold in Kingdom Heights for a little bit. And then it wasn't, the path that he wanted to stay on. So he got out of it. And then that mutual friend that he had made while we were there introduced me into it. So it's like he left and I got in like within a month. So we both took like brand new jobs like at the same time. And we were like, what the heck are we doing? But whatever. Like, okay.
You'll
okay.
figure it
Yeah.
out.
Literally, I went back to the museum and I was like, do I want to be a realtor? I was like, I don't want to be a realtor. I don't want to sell houses. That sounds horrible. I was like, I work in the art business. Like, I work in a museum. Like, this is so posh. And I was like, no, I didn't want it. I really didn't think I would be good at it too. I was like, it's a world I have no idea anything about. I knew a little bit about new construction just because, Joseph would come home and talk about it.
Right.
But for the most part, I didn't know anything about a house other than it was a house. Like that was really about it. So then I got into it, and then, instantly it was builder relations. So working with builders, and I realized I was kind of good at this.
Yes.
And I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, this fits my personality. It fits what I like to do. I like to schmooze. And
Yes.
it really it fit me. And I love to talk to people. I'll talk to the wall if you let me.
You're great at it. Well, not talking. I mean,
Yeah,
you're great
talk to the wall. No, I am great at talking to the wall. You should see me when I'm getting ready in the morning. But I quickly learned that I really do like this world. And I'm a very competitive person by nature. And it really allowed me to, there is no cap.
Right.
It's really how much I put into it.
That's the
it.
great part of it.
Yeah.
Is it's how much you put into it is how much you can make, and the ceiling is just glass.
It really is. And that's kind of, once I got my feet wet, my first 6 months, had my first couple closings, and then I really got a taste for it. And then I was like, okay, I really want to ramp this up. And then COVID happened. And then and then I was like, oh my God, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I think you remember me probably freaking out, but I was freaking out because I was like, what? Why did I leave my job? I left a salary for
secure
commission,
position.
and it worked out to be better, obviously, because of the years that we had following COVID. But then also the position I had at the museum, they had to cancel that position for those couple years because you can't host things, you can't have groups of people in a museum and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that would have been.
It would have been
exactly. So
not
I
the
would
same,
have
but
been let off.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
They weren't able to really do too much at the time with it, so they would have had to have cut me. And with nonprofits, your salary is dependent on somebody donating money at some point, and funds. I can imagine funds were depleted a little bit during COVID. So, so it worked out better in the long
Yes.
run. And then I stuck with that with the team I was at for 3.5 years. I met y'all throughout the way, though.
Yes, you were
Yeah.
my builder bestie.
We were. I know. I would text Dorette and be like, hey, there's all this stuff going on this week. Are you going to any of these? and we would plan to go at the same time.
This is when we'll meet up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
It was. And I loved always just running. I mean, I love the people that it's brought me around. This industry really has introduced me to some fantastic people, whether they're builders or other realtors or just someone that I feel like I really do learn something from. And being at the museum or being in my old career, you can always grow by just learning more and stuff like that. But you do hit your cap. And then at some point you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And the way my mind works, that would have eventually worn me out. So I'm glad I got
Every
out
day
of it.
is a new adventure. And
I don't know if we want to call it adventure.
it's an adventure. Good, bad.
It's a new headache sometimes. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met y'all, and then it's been great. And I'm at TM, and that is my LinkedIn profile.
Summed up.
Summed
Yes,
up.
Summed up.
So you have an anniversary coming up.
I do. I know. I can't believe it's been a year.
1 whole year next
May
week.
1st. That's insane to me.
Yes.
A whole year.
It's really
We've-
flown by.
I feel like it went really quick.
It really did. I mean, you were pregnant for a lot of it, or you were out on maternity leave for a good amount of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when she started.
But then but I feel like it's really, really flown by. And in the best of ways, though. It's so funny because sometimes I do feel still like Hannah's the new girl. But then I'm like, wait, I gotta stop saying that.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm
not.
the new girl anymore.
No. You're the
We got new girls.
We
with
do
a
have
B.
new girls,
Yeah.
and you are now the fun aunt. So
You are the fun aunt.
Sometimes I'm like, these kids gonna hate me. Sometimes I say something and I look at their faces and they're like, and I'm just like, I am what I am.
It's
I'm
good for
sorry.
them.
it is good for them.
It's good for them.
They need the nitty gritty.
Well, we wanted to
Oh my
celebrate
gosh.
your 1 year.
Yeah.
With
We've had you a whole year.
Yes.
And we're so happy for many more to come.
Y'all are.
We
Am I opening the this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes along with what we're talking about.
For the dramatics.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's get off table.
My wrapping skills of throwing tissue paper in a bag.
I cannot believe y'all.
That is so pride. That
Y'all
is
are so
your
sweet.
like we should do a
That's a
comparison.
lot.
Our tissues would look very
my
different,
God.
and I love it.
What do you do with your tissues? Is there a
There's a technique to it.
yeah? Well, teach it to me because what I do is just in there.
All that.
I was like, yeah, there's a technique. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty.
I hope it doesn't have a tag on it.
Is it a row with paintings on it?
In tea and blue colors.
That's right.
Where did you even find this?
It's a very interesting
Price.
story.
Yeah.
But it's a boutique.
gosh.
It's actually a boutique in Texas.
Boutique.
And an influencer had gotten one, and I saw it on this influencer, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it has an art gallery, and it's tea and blue." So we're
love it.
mixing your two past
two
and present.
loves.
Yes. Price is the best gift giver.
Oh,
You are really
She
good
is
at
a
that.
very
Yeah.
good
I wear
gift
your
giver.
Gifts, like every day. Like,
Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
My bracelet.
But that's so you. So we can't wait to see a reel of you
no,
in
I
your.
love it.
I didn't even, honestly,
Your
I didn't even
row.
open it because they had folded it so nice. I just
It is
went
really
from
pretty.
A to B.
I love it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
This is so sweet.
It screamed Hannah with the art gallery on
It's
it.
very soft too. I like it.
And it's the
It's a good summer robe.
So it was perfect.
It is. That is very sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Well, so you are having your 1-year anniversary with us.
Well, yeah.
So we did want to ask, what was it about Turner Mangum that intrigued you to want to join the team and the family?
Oh gosh, there's a lot. I feel like I think every time I was around y'all, like, because we would see each other at events or honestly at events or just whatever it was. But anytime I was around y'all, it always felt like you can just feel like when you belong somewhere. Not that I didn't belong where I was before. I feel like I always fit in usually pretty well, but there was just something there that I was like, I felt like the experience y'all had was going to take my career to the next level. Because you kind of like what I was saying before, like you start to feel like you're in that
Capped.
kind of repetition. And
Yeah.
even though with commission and in the role I had before, I could still make more money. There was always room for that, but it was more just like, okay, that means like I've just got to, be out there more or whatever. But I feel like there was like a part of like that knowledge that maybe I was just not, I just was not, I wasn't getting anything more out of that part of my role.
Well, there was a cap, kind of like the
Yeah.
museum, there was always going to be a cap.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
it just becomes like repetition. You're doing the same thing over and over again. And and at that time too, even when I would see you guys, I didn't really know a lot about TM in terms of like, I knew you guys came from new construction. So, and being that I work in it so much, that was obviously something very attractive to me. I didn't know a lot about Jared. I didn't know who Caleb was. Like sorry, Caleb. I know who you are now, and it's fantastic. But like, there's a lot that I didn't know about TM. But I knew that you guys had a strong presence, and I knew that nobody had bad feelings towards y'all. And for me, that is huge. Like, I talk to a lot of people. I hear a lot of people talk in the industry. A lot of people trust me with things too. And the amount of people that would just be so excited anytime y'all showed up somewhere that I was like, I just felt like y'all were just we were very compatible. Even when and I like that we started as friends because
Yeah.
It's organic.
Yes, exactly. It was very organic to when we did start talking. Nothing felt like there wasn't any hesitation on, is this for me or is this not for me? Do I fit in with them? Do they fit in with me? Do we vibe together? And even then, I feel like there was a lot that we still didn't even know about each other, like personalities and stuff like that. But I knew that we fit in together. And I think that the knowledge that y'all brought with you was very attractive to me because I knew that there was a lot I would be able to learn. And a year into it, I have learned so much. I mean, I know we were joking about photos on listing, what was it? Words on listing photos
Yes.
on HAR. I had no idea that wasn't allowed, but now I do. But I'm like, there's just so much that I feel like y'all have done in the new construction world in Houston, and I just was like, I want to be a part of that. Like, I want to fit in there. Like, I want to be with the cool group.
Aww.
I want to be with the cool
You
gang.
took our cool to
Cool.
a whole new level because I
Yeah.
didn't feel like we were cool, but
I don't feel cool.
we
You're very cool.
I don't feel cool.
I like to think I'm cool.
I think you're cool.
Thank you.
I think Hannah's the coolest though.
Yeah.
Hannah, you're definitely
Our
like the
cool
coolest.
at TM got elevated when
and
she
Jared
joined our
is way
team.
down here on cool.
He's like,
No,
fire,
he's our
fire,
influencer.
fire.
He's not here.
He is the influencer.
He is
no,
the influencer of the group.
Man will
I mean-
post a photo. It's got like 10 shares from like someone's mom. I don't even know who it is.
1,000 likes. 527 comments.
He'll take like a selfie that's like it's like he'll take the selfie like down here and he's like just at my new listing.
He don't care about the angles, girl. He don't
but
care
it'll get
about
like
the angles.
100 likes in
Yes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I don't get it.
I
He's the
support
influencer.
It. I mean, I share
He's
it too.
like the
I'm one of those
The
10
fun
shares.
aunt is sharing it.
what did we call him yesterday? The like Lennar homecoming king.
He was the
yeah,
yeah.
the Homecoming King. 'Cause
Yeah.
We were at
He's
that Lennar. We were at that event, and all those Lennar people were like, "Oh my God, Jared's here!" And that was the first time I've really seen someone really like
Swoon,
starstruck.
like
yeah. And y'all were like, "He's like the quarterback that came home."
Yes, he is. He's like the quarterback and
yeah.
Like when you
High
see in the
school
Hallmark
homecoming
movies
king.
that
Yeah.
they come back
they
to
come
town.
home and everyone's like,
Oh my
"They're
gosh.
back." Yeah.
Yeah.
we need to start or stop talking him up. He's gonna get
No, but we will talk Hannah up. And so we noticed your work ethic. And again,
Yes.
you were very genuine and driven. And no one had anything bad to say about you. Everyone, we could say the same about when Hannah walked in a room, everybody was excited. And so we were like, well, we want some of that.
well. And again, with the reputation, I mean, we had not heard anything negative about you, and that's
good.
really
Super
big.
positive.
It's really big to us
Yeah.
because of the reputation that we
Yeah.
try to have in the industry.
sure.
And it's like you said, it was so compatible. It seemed like such a great fit.
And I know, like, I think there was one time when I had seen you. You had just announced that you were pregnant with Autumn, and it was at this Highland event. And I was like, "Do you know if it's a boy or girl?" I was like, all in her face. And it was me and it was a diva. with
Yeah,
Highland.
y'all read
and
my
we were
palm.
like looking at her hand trying to figure
read
out
my
what
palm.
the baby was. And she was not weirded out at all that I was like, huh. Like, I just really
no.
went full blown, like, in your face. My grandmother said that. Da, da, da. And
I
she
mean,
was
that's
just
right
like,
up my alley. So
Did
you're like,
y'all
yeah, you wanna
guess
read my
it? Did y'all
palms,
guess it
please?
right?
No,
You
I
and
think we
Adiba?
thought it was a girl. No, we thought it was a boy.
No,
I think we said boy.
they both thought it was
Yeah,
a boy.
me and Adiba were both like, "You're having a boy," and then she announced that it was a girl.
My grandma was wrong.
We will stay in our lanes from now on.
Oh no,
grandma
palm
was-
reading is right up my weird alley.
We should go get that done. I haven't.
Please.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah.
Dorette, you want
What
to
do you mean?
just drive
Can
us?
we?
I'll
She
drop
look at
y'all
like she
and
don't
drop
want to
y'all
go.
off.
You wouldn't get your palm read?
No,
Why?
that is not my thing. But that can be y'all's thing.
It
That
can
ain't
be
my
our thing. We need to go. We should go to Galveston and have it done.
Dude,
Yeah, why?
Galveston?
They
Wait,
just-
what's is it?
I'll
'Cause they're,
sit
like,
at the
spooky-
beach.
There's like all the souls, the lost souls over there influencing.
Yeah, from the hurricane.
Oh, from the
Okay.
flood. Oh.
There's a lot of
She said, "I'm gonna go sit on that
energy.
beach." You don't know what's under that sand.
and then
Well,
we can
they-
stay at the haunted hotel, the Galvez.
No, we're
I
going to
love
stay at
Galveston.
Caleb's beach house.
That's Crystal Beach. That
Yeah, shout out to Caleb's Beach House.
Yeah.
If you want to
We
book
love
it, contact
Caleb's Beach
TM.
House. Yes. it's a beautiful beach house.
It
When
is.
I went, I loved it. I'm
Great
trying to go back.
location.
Yeah. Did you guys play like with the golf cart when y'all went?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we always take the golf
I
cart.
love the golf cart.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know you're not supposed to drive those on the street, like on the road.
The main
Oh.
road where the cars are?
Yeah.
We'll get what?
Well, I
No,
did.
What'd you do?
Sorry,
Drive it to
Caleb.
the grocery store?
I know there's that little corner store.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alyssa and I got hungry, and we went to the corner store. It was like 1:00 in the morning. I don't know, or like 12.
In the golf cart?
Yeah, that's when I lost the
Oh,
tripod.
yeah. Oh,
That's when I lost
yes.
the tripod.
But that was
no.
okay. She upgraded to
it's
her
okay. I
new
got
one.
a
It's
new
fine.
one.
Where did it get lost?
I don't know. It's
It's
somewhere
on
on
the
road
highway
in
there.
Crystal Beach.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know we weren't supposed to ride them. And I made a comment to Jared about it. He was like, "You took that on the street." And I was like, "Am I not supposed to?" And he's like, "You're not supposed to drive those on the street." I was like,
Oh my
"Well,
gosh.
my bad."
That country boy was probably like, mistake number one. Driving an ATV or golf cart on the road.
It has wheels and it's a street. So to me, I'm like, you can put it on there.
Makes sense. I mean, it was like at midnight.
Nobody was out there.
Nobody was
I
out.
would have been like signaling, like we're turning right, we're turning left.
And like they can see you at 1:00 in the morning.
No, that was a really, really fun time. That's a really great place to go.
Well, speaking of fun times, what is your most fun or craziest story since you've been in real estate?
Oh God. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
Are we talking like crazy clients or like crazy like something that I was like, ooh, is it gonna get me fired? Crazy or like, don't fire me, please. I got kids to feed.
I wouldn't say with clients.
Okay, so not clients.
Yeah, not clients. Maybe
Honestly,
just
I
an
don't
experience
know.
that you had. Maybe something you. I don't know. Something with a builder, maybe. It doesn't have to be like
All
that.
of her builder friends are like panicking
Yeah.
right now. Like, please don't bring up that story of that one time.
Man, I honestly don't know of like one specific incident where I was like, okay, this is wild. Can we come back to that? Let me think.
Yes.
Let me
Yeah.
think.
Okay, if something
Let me
comes
phone a
back
friend.
too. Yeah,
phone
they're
a
all
friend.
texting her right now. Like, don't you dare tell that one story.
How about this question?
Okay.
So you've been in the industry for about 4.5 years now.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time
Uh-huh.
to when you first started in the industry, what advice would you give your younger self?
If I could go back, I think it would always be protect the builder. Like when you're working with a client and the client's mad at the builder and the realtor wants to be like, okay, let me go, swing my stuff. Let me go prove a point.
Those nuts that we held.
The nets that Durette's holding, go swing those. I think just because I see it happen so often now too that I know better, but I once didn't know better that
Sure.
Yeah.
your builder partner, I feel, usually should come. I don't want to say come first before the client, but
There's a way to balance
exactly,
Of course.
and in a good way to
in
balance
a fair
it
way.
to where you're not attacking the builder who is, building your client's home, but you're also still supporting your client. So I think early on, I was trying to be that person where I was like, no, like I'm going to stand up for the client. And sometimes I was like, we don't have a leg to stand on. And now 4.5 years into it, I know now, okay, this is not a fight that we fight, but if this happens, then yes, we fight this. But I'm learning like which battles we fight and which ones we don't. Or I have learned that there is a good way to do it and there's a very bad way to do it. And I feel like most, not to dig on all the other realtors, but most realtors don't do it that way.
Well, I think you said the exact phrase of what we don't do.
Yeah.
Where if there's an issue, we have a understanding and a relationship or partnership with that builder to
Yeah.
where we can go to them and speak to them in a way that makes sense to come to a resolution. Whereas I feel like a lot of agents might take their first line of defense is to attack.
Yeah. Like
So you
let
said
me-
attack,
let me-
and that made
Exactly.
a lot of sense to me because
Yeah.
even when I was on the sales floor, I would get attacked
All
by
the
real
time.
estate agents,
Oh.
and I was
Yeah.
It was so strange to me because why wouldn't you just come and talk to me? Just talk
Yeah.
to me about the issue, and I can resolve it. But it was
But
very
instead-
hostile.
And there
Yeah.
could already be a resolve in the works.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes on behind the scenes in the builder world that gets lost. And like you said, everybody just wants to come in
Yeah.
guns a-blazing.
And I would say over communicate. Like in the beginning, I used to also just be like, no, they know that. Like, I'm not going to say that. They know that. But now I'm like, okay, you've bought a house 3 times. Great. This is how much your option period is.
Yes.
Like,
Communication is
or,
key.
Yeah. Or like just not to assume that somebody understands something because they've done it multiple times.
Sure.
Builders all do things differently. Communities all have different rules.
Yes.
Yes.
So again, that I feel like is something that being in it for, a few years has taught me, like over absolutely 1,000% communicate, but like it's just, it seems like it's so simple, but in the beginning, I feel like I was just like, okay, well, if they didn't ask the question, I'm not answering one.
Sure.
But now I'm like, no, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say that like, just anyways, I'm going to put it all out there. And then if, that way I can be like, okay, like I did tell you, or you were aware of this. So I think over communicating on both sides with the builder and with the client.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I do like to think that in those 4 years, I have learned a lot, especially in the last year, especially when it comes to like talking with developers, talking with builders, or just the value that you can bring to a builder, I think has grown so much for me versus just what I thought, I could give you. So it is so much more than just, being, the girl that pops around and, bugs you in your model home. But yeah, so there is like a huge value there that 4 years ago I didn't know, or I didn't realize, could exist.
Right.
Yeah, we have a huge value proposition to our builders.
What do you like to call it? Tools in your toolbox? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We provide a lot of tools for the toolbox, tool belt for builders. They can, if they need it, they can pop it out. If they don't, they can just have it if they need it.
Whip it out. Here are these tools for you. Whip them out. Call me. I'll help.
I like it, though. I like over communication.
Yeah.
I like that we do protect our builder partners. I say protect. I think that we have their best interests as well as the client. So we understand to not get too emotional on either side of those.
And I think that you guys understand that because you did sit there. So it's like, you're like, I hated when someone did that to me. I'm not going to turn around and do the same thing.
No.
Even though I didn't sit in that chair. But I think y'all have definitely rubbed off on that for sure. Mm-hmm. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. To just know that there's a different way to approach that.
Yeah.
And to typically get better results from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are probably the biggest things I would go back and give myself.
Well, and I love hearing how much you've learned over the past year. Sometimes we get kind of lost in the sauce of what we do for the team and just everything.
No, I've even told Jared, like, there are times like whenever we leave like a builder meeting and I've like heard you give your pitch, and I'm just like, I tell him, I'm like, that's like amazing. Like just hearing y'all talk, because I just sit there and I'm just like, I'm just here to look pretty, right? So I'm just like, no, honestly,
you have a very important job.
Yes.
And it's not just to look pretty.
No, but y'all are, up there like giving your, this is why we're here moment. And I'm just like sitting there like, God, all this makes so much sense. Like how does it not click before? But now that I'm like, okay, this all makes like, it all just fits so well with each other. I know I'm trying to say it without saying too much, but it's like, it's just, I've learned so much just from hearing y'all talk, or just be able to attend certain things with y'all that like I normally didn't go to. So like being able to be in some of those conversations, it's like now when I'm out in the field, it's like again, more freaking tools.
And that's the whole point of it. I mean, we're intentional about who's at what presentation or meeting or training, because like you said, then when you're out on your own, you have all of that knowledge and those resources to bring as value to your partners and those relationships that you've grown. And so it does make sense.
Well, like you said, not just going around and dropping off a gift.
Yeah.
There's,
I still like to give y'all gifts though, but
oh yeah, but there's
you're still gonna get them.
There's a whole value
Gift
proposition.
plus value.
Yeah, there really is.
And no one can replicate what we have and the knowledge that you now have.
As
Yeah.
Jared
And we
likes to
can't-
say, uncopyable.
But we also can't replicate you.
No.
So, I mean, I think
You
it's
can try.
We do try. We're all like, let's clone Hanah. How
Yes.
many of the Hanahs can we have?
I don't think the world needs another one though. Like if I'm being honest,
We beg to differ.
I think if y'all had two of me, you'd probably be like,
That'd be great.
girl needs
That'd
to
be
stop.
great. We would have two cool aunts.
Yeah, there were so many times that when I first started, I felt like I was like, I'm gonna say something. I'm just gonna test the water and see how they react, just so I can be like, can I be Hanah, or do I still need to be a little bit more? But y'all take it like champs, so
Oh yeah, we don't care.
yeah.
No.
There are some times that I look at y'all's faces and I'm like, ooh, did I just say that? And then I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Okay, well, what does Hanah like to do for fun when she's not giving gifts and working?
Eat, drink. No, I'm kidding. No, not kidding. Hanah likes to do a lot of stuff. I do love to eat, but I mean, I have a pretty good group of like friends and family that I really do love to hang out with. So if I'm not working, which I feel like we are working
Yes.
a lot,
Even when you're having fun.
a lot, like 24/8. But if I'm not working, and I know it sounds like so cliche, like if I'm not working, I want to be but for real, if I'm not working, I do really like to like spend time with my friends and family, especially with my brothers, my moms. But Hanah is happiest when she's on the dance floor.
Oh yeah,
That is 1,000%.
Did you go dancing last night?
No,
I'm
that's
going
tonight. For her mom's
It's for my
birthday.
mom's-
Shout out to
Happy
Mama.
birthday,
Happy
Mom.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Mom's turning 60.
Ooh.
It's a big 60. Yeah. So she's turning 60, and
she likes
Watch
to dance.
out. They'll be tearing up the dance floor.
No, my mom is exactly like where I get the dancing and the loud, and like honestly, both my parents were like that. Like I would take both of them to like a club.
I love that.
The lights would come on, and the cops got like a light in my dad's face, like let's go, and my dad's like yelling at the band for one more song. So it's. Yeah, no, both my parents were really, really big dancers. They just love it. Just like, and it's not so much like, it's a different kind of dancing though. You know, like it is like, you know, the music's good, the band's there, you know, like salsa, merengue, like all that is like it's so happy.
Yes.
That it's so hard not to be happy. And even if you don't know how to dance it, like you're just twirling around, and that's really all that matters. But it's like that moment when you can kind of just like, the music is so loud that everything else kind of gets left behind. And for those 4 hours, all that matters is
4 hours.
Just joy.
oh yeah.
They're there from.
We're there from like
The band starts at 9:30, and then they're there till it shuts
till
down.
like 2. They'll stop at like 1:30, but then the DJ comes on. So he's there from like 1:30 to 2. Yeah. I'll be out there all night. Like if
That's where y'all will find Hanah tonight.
Friday nights. I don't say where though, because then people like to be like, "Where are you?" And I'm
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't say
no.
where.
I don't say where. I don't even tag the place because like that's like my happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's like, "Can I come with you?" And I'm like,
No.
"No, maybe."
She
Depends
has
on who,
taken.
but
You've
maybe.
taken a few.
Yeah, I have taken a few. I do have some people that I like to take, but for the most part, that is like my happy place. So yeah, so it's my mom's 60th and my little cousin, Kami, she's turning 21. So we're doing a joint birthday party.
Cute.
Oh, that's a big birthday.
Yeah, so we're doing a nice little joint it'll be fun. Yeah. But that is when Hanah's happiest, when I'm there or working out or at the beach. I do love,
You do
and I do
love the
love to
beach.
travel.
Yeah.
I really, really
Yeah.
do. Me and Joseph love to like go places that we've never been, obviously, but we also like to go places that we go all the time. So one of my aunts has a condo in off of Lake Austin, and I love going there. Like I try to go at least once a quarter, and
Yeah.
I take the kids. It's got a big old pool, and it feels like a resort because like they come up to you and they have like your drinks and your food, and it's,
Ooh.
yeah, no, it is fun. But I
TM Travels.
honestly,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yes, no, for real.
Good call, Price.
No, it's only like 3 hours
Threaten
away.
me with the
So
pool
it's
and
at a-
drinks.
It's at
Someone
the-
bringing it to you, serving it.
She has a place on the Hollows at Lake Travis. So it's like
Catch
it's
us
really,
there.
really nice. Yeah.
Next quarter, when we're not so busy.
Yeah. Caitlin's calling me.
Hi,
Wait, should we have answered? That would've been funny.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Tell her
wait.
she's on the podcast.
Hold on, let me call her back.
She's supposed to be
She didn't-
learning at the Builder Boot Camp.
Oh, I think they're done because
They might be
They're all
done.
texting me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
you're on the podcast, by the way.
Hi, Caitlin.
Oh, hey. I didn't know y'all were-
We're still filming, but I figured I'd call you back and just say hi.
Okay, so we'll
Okay.
cut that part out.
That remove.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, we'll call you back. Good luck.
Okay, bye.
Okay, well, we had to let Caitlin go because we
Yeah.
need to hear your funnest, most fun, or craziest
Man, I really don't know.
Okay, well, wait.
an event
So-
or
But wait, we were talking about travel.
Yeah.
What is your most favorite place that you and just? Oh wait, no.
No.
Oh, is that on the next?
Yeah. That's
Oh yeah, never mind. Got it. Kidding.
Duh. Okay, cut.
So we're starting over again and go.
and scene.
Scene.
What
So
were
we don't.
talking about?
We don't. So you don't. There's no crazy
I'm really thinking, and I'm
or something just fun. It doesn't have to be like wild. It could just be maybe a real. How about this? What about like a momentous moment in your real estate journey? Is there anything that
That's a good
stands
one
out
that-
to you?
Makes you most proud to say this is what I do.
Hold on.
We
I
put
mean,
her
I
on
feel
the
like I
spot.
have a lot of moments like that though. Like, I feel like anytime a builder calls and they're like, hey, I'm in a bind, I really need help with someone. Can you guys help out? And we make it happen. And
Yes.
that person is like so thrilled. And then they're telling the builder like, thank you so much for, passing out that business card. Like, that person really was an extension of you. So I feel like there's a lot of moments like that where I'm just like, this is why I love being able to do what I do, because number one, yes, I love helping people buy a home. That's really nice too. But also it's just, I feel like for me, just the relationship that I've been able to build with someone. And then when they do have that moment where they're like, okay, Hanah was right. Like, she is going to take care of these people. She is going to show up to all the things like she promised she would. Those moments, I think for me, for my, little competitive heart, go very far.
Sure.
Because I'm like, okay, like now this person vouches for me. Now this person, the next time they pass out my card, they're like, this is my person. Like, call them. They might pass out like a couple other cards too, but I know they're going to push mine further.
She sat us the camera.
You know who you are.
Bombastic.
But I think like there's a lot of little moments like that they do lead up to a bigger like, okay, this is why I deal with the phone calls at 8:00 at night, at 9:00 at night, when we can be boarding a plane and I'm like taking a call from a lender or something. So there are a lot of moments when I think it's really when I notice that I have proved them like my worth.
You've earned their trust.
Exactly. That's what it is. I think for me, that goes so far to where I'm like on a high now. And then I'm like, okay, like I'm going to do that all over again and all over again. And again, like, I mean, just me being me, I want to be at the top too. Like I want, like, yes, I'm happy where I'm at, but it's like, it's not enough. Like I still want more. So it's like, the more people that I can be like, hey, this is like who I am. This is what I bring to the table. This is what my team can do for you and your clients and your business. I think seeing all of that, like as it continues to grow, it's happy. It makes me in my happy place. I don't know how else to describe it.
That's
but
perfect.
It puts me like in my happy zone where I'm like, this is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
So I do like to help people negotiate repairs and stuff like that, but that ain't my favorite part. Like, I don't care if you get the fridge. I hope you do, but that's not my favorite part. Maybe that's what we should have talked about. What's your worst experience?
Ooh.
No, I don't think I mean, I do have some people that have been like, some experiences where I'm just like, okay, I hope this never happens again. But
Yes,
I don't
we've
think,
all
I
had
really don't think
those.
I've really had any that. I did have one time, one person was just not happy with me. But literally, I was in Costa Rica and I did not have cell service. Like, we would leave the resort and my phone was like wandering. It did not have any.
Oh, no.
And he was not happy. He was just like, I'm not happy. It was one of those, I'm not happy with the builder. I want you to do something about it. And I was like, this situation does not, I can't do anything about this. Like, even if the builder was at fault, like, I can't do anything. This is not this is not the aisle that I work in. Okay. Like, call somebody else. But it went on for like a day where he did not have much service with me. So he called the office and he was not happy. He said some pretty mean things. And then I told him too, I was like, I'm not going to help you. But then when he finally closed, I mean, because I still did do it though. But when he finally closed, that was one that I was like, that was probably like the worst person like I've ever had to deal with. In this sense, like he wasn't like, I don't know, he wasn't trying to rob me or something like that. But it was more just that, I can close that chapter and be done with him. But that was probably one of the ones that I'm like, this is somebody I'd hope like I don't have another client like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all had those.
I think so. I think we all have.
You always have like, at least in my experience, I'll have like a handful every year.
Yeah.
Just because of the volume that we do. I usually
Yeah.
have a handful of people that
Like, not
it
everyone's
doesn't
perfect,
But it
so.
doesn't matter what you or the builder or anybody does. They're
No.
just people that are always going to be unhappy. It doesn't
They
matter
hate
how
their
nice I
lives.
am.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what we offer to do for them. It doesn't
No.
matter what they're getting from the builder.
Yeah.
And those are the people, like Jared and I talk about it. Those are the people that, like on my side, they just really don't even want to sell their home. And that's what I've kind of learned is when people are like that, especially on the transactional resale side of things, it really just comes down to they just don't want to leave that house, and they're really just looking for that out from anybody that they can to stay in that house.
And sometimes they just have to. Yeah.
It's interesting when we work with people that just don't want to sell their house.
Yeah. And you're like, why am I here?
Why seriously?
Why
like,
am I here?
Why did I get in this position
like
with
why
you then?
why did like most of the time you looked for me?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to help you. I do have one like that right now where I'm like, I'm helping you. Like, why are you always mad at me? What did I do?
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
It's just something with them normally.
Because I don't treat any of my clients different. They all get the same level. Because for me, if I can't treat you, if I'm going to do something for you, I need to be able to do that for every
That is
single
the
one of my
philosophy we
clients.
teach.
And
I
that's
don't know.
the
I
same
kind
for,
of
but
got
it's the
some
same.
favorites though.
So never mind. Okay, moving on.
No, I'm kidding. It's a good
But it's the
philosophy.
same for builders. I
Yeah.
mean, what we do
For
for
one.
builder A, we will offer to builder B, and we won't do
absolutely.
something for this builder that we couldn't also do for another builder.
Correct.
I feel like we
That's part of how we've built our reputation, even from
Yes.
when we were in new home sales. If
Mm-hmm.
you are going to say this to Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you better be able to say it to every other person that walks in your door
I need to
all
pay more
weekend.
attention to that part. I don't do it often, but I do feel like I definitely have favorite clients.
Well, you're going to have favorites, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't.
yeah.
I don't do anything extra for them that I wouldn't do
Correct.
for someone else. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna
Right.
like go to their blue tape and then tell everybody else like I don't go to blue tape walk.
Right.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So and again, that's what has helped us build us, meaning Turner Mangum.
Yeah.
It's what's helped
Yeah.
build our reputation in the industry is that we don't play favorites with clients. We don't play favorites with builders.
Yeah.
Everybody gets that same excellent level of service from Turner Mangum.
I do try to be excellent most of the time.
You are excellent.
Sometimes I'm like, ooh, you could have handled that better. But then I'm like, eh.
I feel like we all do that though. I
Yes.
ask myself that question probably every night when I go to sleep. I'm like, oh, could I have done something different in that situation or this situation? And honestly, Hannah, I think it's just the volume.
Yeah.
But it also shows that you care about,
Oh, yeah.
okay, what can I learn from this day
Yeah.
or this experience, and how can I make it better
Yeah.
when I wake up tomorrow?
Yeah.
I do like that if I mess up on something or if I'm like, ooh, I could have done that better, I do like mental note it. Like, okay, we're not doing this again. Because I don't like that gut feeling you get when you feel like you mess something up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't write stuff down, but I do mental note it.
Well,
it
let's-
usually stays.
It's because you're still young.
Let's talk about favorites.
Yes.
Let's play a
Five faves.
favorites. 5 fave game.
Ooh.
So favorite. Let's start with
people?
No.
Yes, your top 5 favorite people.
It better be right
kidding.
here in this room.
Yes, 2 are right here. Hopefully.
4, 5.
Oh no, they're looking at us like side eye. Side eye.
Julie's like, this bitch better say Julie.
All right, we'll start with favorite song.
Favorite song? Oh God, that changes. But okay,
Today.
a lot of it's gonna be okay today. So Fade and Fade and John Dede just released a song called La Fecha. That's like my favorite song right now. I know.
Wait, La Fecha.
La Fecha.
La Fecha?
That's
La Fecha means
Date.
Yeah.
A date?
So basically,
Like
this-
going on a date?
look at me
No.
knowing Spanish. Ooh.
I know.
Watch out.
He is asking. It's basically 2 guys that are talking about like this girl, like these group of girls that come in, and they're basically like, "Give us the date, we'll be there." Like not like a date, like
Yeah, because La
show up.
Fima La Fecha, por favor, that is what I learned how to say when I worked in a community and they had to sign their purchase agreement, and not a lot of them spoke English, and I
Yeah.
did not speak Spanish, but I did learn that because
Yeah.
we had paper contracts back in
Yeah.
that day.
Look at you.
And that was
Look
my
at you speaking
Spanish.
your Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at
Yes,
this
and I was like,
gringa. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Aki.
Uh-huh. I know that one too.
Yes.
So that's my number 1 right now. But then I do have like certain artists that I can play any of their songs or any of their albums because I know like all of it by heart. Most of it is Spanish. So, like Carlos Vives is like anything by him is like automatically in my top 5. That I love Gangster's Paradise. So that's like what, number 3?
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like been spending most our lives
Living in the
gangster's paradise.
That is in your
Yeah.
top 5?
That's in my top 5 because that's one of those that like if I'm feeling like let's go, like I'm gonna. Put
That's
that
what
on.
you're putting on?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my kids know it by heart too. I have a video.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I
Amira
would
will
not
sing like the
have-
rap part, and then Cynthia will do like that chorus. So it's like, oh,
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
got
The chorus, the
whole
choir.
the
family.
choir.
Oh
It's
my
like a family affair. So that
What's Joseph doing?
shaking his head.
I was gonna say, sitting in the back. I really be
He's
like, this is
yeah,
my
It
life.
usually happens in the car, like when we play it.
This is my family.
No, I know. There are so many times that I look at him and I'm like, I know you sick of me. Like, there's no way you're not.
That's
like,
okay.
He's like, this
It's
is
good
the
for
life
him.
I chose.
Yeah,
Gangster's
this is the life
paradise.
I chose. Yeah,
good for
every time
Joseph.
I bring in like some random dog or something, I'm like, I know you hate me. Like, it's okay. Okay, so what was that?
Okay.
Like number 3 or number 4, maybe? What else do I listen to? I mean, I do listen to primarily Spanish music, but I do like listen to English sometimes. I do love Bruno Mars.
Oh.
So probably Locked Out of Heaven. Oh, and I like John Mayer too. I do like a lot of God. 5 is not enough.
Well, it was.
We've got
we have
five different
Yeah,
topics.
so one of
just
them was
one.
song.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we've
that was a
nailed
good. That
Okay,
was yeah.
All right,
we've got it.
favorite restaurant.
Pearl and Vine right now.
Ooh,
Yes.
their spicy margarita's so good.
I still
I-
have not been.
We need to go.
We do need to go.
So-
and then we'll
yes.
drive to the lake house.
Yes, or we could go there before going to Battle of the Builders because it's down the street.
so true.
Okay.
Happy hour there because Battle of the
See
Builders starts
there.
at like 5, so we can go to happy hour there at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
4 to 5. Go to Battle of the Builders because
Can we wait? Are we allowed to go in there dressed how we're going to be dressed?
Hell yeah! I've gone in there in sweats. I've gone in there looking nice.
They have a dress code though.
Not
Not for
maybe
me.
early like
Not
that.
for me. Hannah.
And not okay.
No,
we're going
I
to be
know-
with
I know the
Hannah.
owners. My sister-in-law is the sous chef. Like,
Oh.
yeah,
She
we
kn-
go way back.
She knows people. Okay,
I know
so
people.
so I'm excited. Pearl and Vine.
Okay, so Pearl and Vine is
Pearl and Vine
restaurant.
is number 1, and then love me some Chili's.
Chili's?
What?
I know.
like still to this
Like
day,
egg rolls?
you walk
Southwest
into
egg rolls?
Chili's.
Yeah, no, we go like at least once a month because like we crave it. Like Chili's.
What do
I
you
get-
order?
So I get the
The
Chipotle,
skillet
I get the
queso?
Chipotle. Well, yes, we get the skillet queso, and then I get the crispy honey Chipotle chicken crispers. With, I know, right?
I
know.
will say their batter on their. I
Yeah.
haven't been in I don't know how long, but I used to tear up some Chili's
I
back
could
in the
not tell
day.
you the last time I went to Chili's.
I mean, it's been
I probably haven't been in over a decade.
yeah, same, but the batter that's on
What are we
there.
cracking open right now?
Oh my god.
Is it really a White Claw?
It's a silk. Is it really? Oh, wait, where did that even come from?
Why, are
this
there
was
more?
not provided
I do have
by
more.
T. What you brought your own cooler?
No,
Is it? Oh, and it's my favorite. It's black cherry.
I brought to
You
share.
want-
Don't worry.
Oh, I broke my nail. It's fine. It's my undernail. It's not
Oh my
It's not the for show nail.
Wait, okay,
just
I did it.
thirsty.
It's 12 o'clock on a Friday. Here we go.
Cheers to Jared.
Cheers, Jared.
She only brought 3.
I have the rest of the
Glad
12.
you
I have the
were
rest of the 12
here.
pack in the car.
Wait, is it? These are still cold.
They were cold when I got them from the gas
Is yours
station.
the lime flavor? That one's good too. Lime and black cherry are my favorite. Are these your two favorite? These are two. Favorite?
Yeah, black cherry is my favorite.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
have song, restaurant,
Okay.
drink.
Okay, song, restaurant, drink.
White Claw.
White Claws are like my go-to because they don't make me bloated.
No, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Diet Coke.
Oh, I thought we were talking about drink. Like drinks. Oh, yes. Diet Coke, Coke Zero are like my go-tos. Like, I know
Yes.
you had sent me this TikTok about like people who drink them first thing in the morning. I was like,
Oh yeah, that's scary.
It
Nah.
is. So,
I'll pull up with a Diet Coke, ready to get on that Pilates machine. Diet Coke, yes, that's like I'm a fiend. And look at you with your green.
I've got a lineup here.
I know. I have a very interesting
That's called
lineup.
a 3-drink minimum. That's what we call that.
Let's put our.
Oh, were we putting all of our drinks on the table? We're drink
Okay.
girlies.
Oh wow!
we have-
I only have 2 today.
I brought.
That is
I
shocking.
love my TM cuppet.
I have
my ghost.
Diet Coke, mushrooms, water,
You shrooming over
and
there?
a White Claw. That's what-
You have shrooms?
yes. It's a thing.
So restaurants. So yeah, Pearl and Vine. I do love Chili's. Anything with pasta.
Still cracking up at the chili.
I know, right? Anything with any kind of pasta.
You do love pasta.
I love pasta.
I'm so surprised you didn't say an Italian restaurant because you
Yeah, I
love
was
pasta.
gonna say
Well,
pasta.
anything pasta.
Yeah, anything with pasta. But I do. I mean,
Chili's pasta?
No. So there's this place in Katy called Pani Vino. I really like that. It's like on 1093. There's this place called On the Curb. So I do love On the Curb a lot too.
On the curb?
Yeah, On the Curb. It's in Fulshire.
Okay.
They have one in the city as well, but this one's like kind of outside the city. And they've got like just like a random it's like kind of like a bar, but it's also like a little bit nicer. So you can get like a steak there, but you can also get like pasta or like something like, I don't know, French fries and like all that other kind of stuff. Fatties is like another one of my favorites.
Oh,
I love
yes.
Fatties and I go way back. Like Fatties catered my wedding.
Wow.
Fatties catered my brother's wedding. Yeah, my dad knew the owners. So Fatties catered like my brother's wedding, my wedding. Like I feel like everybody in like the Arab world like caters their weddings from Fatties.
I didn't even
What
know
type of
about
food
the
is
place.
Mediterranean.
It's so good. But you go in and it's
Yeah.
like a Luby setup. Like you get a little tray and go down the line.
We need to go.
Yes.
I love
I didn't
Fatties.
know
That
about
reminds
that.
me, is it kind of like a Damasi's?
Yeah, so Damasi's, yes, same kind of food style.
I love
Like that,
Damasi's.
more like Lebanese, like
Yes.
Arab food. Damasi's though is like a buffet. Like you actually have
Okay.
like a buffet plate.
Yes, this is
I'm-
not. This
yeah.
is Luby
Yeah,
style.
I haven't been to Damasi's in a while, but Fatty's is like
Cafeteria style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And then they do
Yes.
have like stuff off the menu you can order. Like if you want like a whole roasted chicken, you can get that too. Like there's a lot of that.
Ooh.
And then Colombian food, of course. Yeah, Mi Pueblito is probably one of my favorites, or like Paisa's twin. So Colombian.
And you
is nice.
cook as well.
I do cook a lot. I feel like the last couple weeks we've DoorDashed a lot, but I do
We've
try to
all been
cook.
busy.
we've
We
been
can
really
relate.
busy.
No, like I feel like every night I haven't, like last week I didn't get home. I got home once before 8:00.
Ugh.
Like it was crazy.
It's been wild.
It really has been, but I do
For,
love
like,
to
months.
cook. That's
Yes.
like how I like kind of
Decompress.
So, yeah, and nothing makes me happier too than inviting people over and then cooking and then watching them eat it. Like I get such a
That
kick out of
is
it.
so stressful for me. But
I
I think that,
love it. I'll
just
have like
even being in the kitchen alone. And then much less if there's an audience and people depending like to be fed by what I'm
I love
cooking.
it because like
That's-
I'll invite like you know Ruben and stuff over and
we have not been invited, Price, to have somebody cook
I
for
have
us.
not received.
But you're a
My
cook.
you're like
invite.
choking on your
Price?
white claw.
Well, I
is
was
a
trying to
cook.
talk and drink at the same time, but you're
No,
right.
Price
Me
is
too.
a big cook too, though.
We need it if we can find.
I like to bake.
Let's yes, y'all bake. I can't
like to
bake,
bake.
for because it's like
You make the food, I'll make a cheesecake.
Because y'all have to like measure with baking. I don't measure. I eyeball everything when I cook. I'll look at it if it's something I've never made before. I'll look at the recipe just so I can kind of get an idea of like what I need to put into it. But that's
Right.
about it.
Yeah, no,
Other than
but
that,
all of it
everything
is very
eyeballed.
stressful
Yeah,
for me.
I've been cooking since I was like 14.
We should do like a TM potluck where Hannah cooks the meal and then you can bring like a side dish.
Yeah.
And I'll bring a dessert.
Yes.
Be
I
a
can
TM
do a side. I have a few sides.
Yeah.
Corn pudding is my go-to.
What is
corn
that?
pudding.
It's so
What
good.
in the West
It's
East?
so good.
What is
What
it?
in
East
the-
Texas?
And I always say, what in the white is that?
We're gonna mix pudding and corn.
Is it like vanilla pudding?
Does it have Cool Whip on it?
I hope it's not chocolate.
It's for a meal. It's not a dessert. It goes with
Like
your
a creme brulee or something, like a corn brulee.
Oh, you know what? Is it
like a cream corn.
Is it like corn stuffing, like for Thanksgiving? Is it like a bread, but it's more corny?
It's more puddingy than a cornbread.
Okay. I want this because
It's
I love
delicious. It is delicious. Listen, again, I don't do a lot. Normally, I'm the silverware and paper plate girl.
So
But
like when everyone has like the
when-
sign up, I'm the one that's like, I will make the turkey.
No.
Yeah, like when we go to like Friendsgivings, like Kayla with Newmark every year has a Friendsgiving. And
You take the turkey,
I
the
do
whole turkey.
I take the whole
That's
ass
so
turkey.
much pressure. Like that is the meal.
Oh,
can't
I
do the
live for
turkey.
that though. Like
No,
I
I
was
died.
actually this year when I was making it, I was watching y'all's first podcast. I had it like on the TV and I was sitting there like with butter.
Wait, okay, so that's a good question. With your turkey,
Yeah.
do you put the stuff in it or you cook it separate so like
well,
a dressing?
On the inside I do put like
What's it-
onions, carrots, just
People
like for
that
like
make
flavor.
the stuffing inside
Yeah.
the bird, I think that's a little odd.
I've never done that.
That's a no for
I
me.
wasn't raised like
It's a no.
that.
Well, that's exactly how I feel
Why
about
are you
it.
farting over there? No,
I mean, do you
love-
actually like scoop the stuffing out of the bird's butt? Like,
I don't know
No,
how they do
well,
it.
I mean,
Okay,
out of
he
the
says
out of the
yes.
cavity.
really?
Yeah.
At the
It's
cafe.
so gross.
Stuffing is made inside a bird.
No.
Dressing is made outside a bird.
Dressing
but
is
to get your serving of the stuffing, you have to
You
like
have to-
put
you
the
scoop it
spoon
out.
in the bird.
No.
When you
serve
carve
on a
it,
platter.
yeah. When you carve it, you like unstuff
it's a
it.
no for
So
me.
there's no
You unstuff it.
there's no foreign objects. We have to cut this part.
What? We can't go like that on the camera.
I make a mean banana pudding cheesecake.
Well, again,
sounds
I've not had any of this.
Okay, no, I'm down. We'll cook. Whose house is most central? Mine's not.
None
if we
of
have, like-
ours. Nobody lives
We can go to
central.
I feel
my
like- I feel
house
like
is a
everybody's-
shit show,
Well, I was
but
gonna say, like, I feel like you kind of have like, because
I have a
feel
big
like,
backyard.
Yeah, we'll just
Oh,
go
yeah.
there. I love taking everything with me, and I just cook. Like I do it at his house all the time.
So
I'll even take my pot.
I have a pretty big kitchen. I have a big backyard.
Okay, so
Yeah, she has a very big backyard.
Are we
very
taking?
big
Are we
backyard.
bringing the kids or not bringing the kids?
Yeah, bring the kids. I got
Okay.
kids.
There.
Add more. Bring dogs. I don't give a shit.
But anyways,
You got
yeah.
dogs too. Bring Covey. Oh my gosh, Covey and Goes would be like,
They'd be just the
They-
most
they would-
handsomest babies
oh
ever.
my gosh. And then my Rottweiler would be like, I'm scared.
I'm so bored.
He's scared of
Okay,
flies.
wait. What are the? We haven't done all five.
Okay, so
I
the
think that was
fifth
the
one.
5 restaurants, right?
No, well,
No.
no, it's not 5 of the things. It's
Oh.
5. Just you're supposed to do one.
Oh, I thought it was. I have to
So
name
one
5
of them is your
restaurants.
favorite place. Favorite place to travel.
Oh,
that you've
yes.
been.
Costa Rica. Hands
Really?
down, 1,000%. We went twice, like in the last 2 years. Yeah, I love it there. We went once for a wedding. One of my good friends got married there, so we went to like southern Costa Rica, and then we went with a group of friends, and that was like.
Why is Ruben laughing?
Because
You know.
that was nice. Okay, so you've been twice to
I've been
Costa Rica.
twice.
Sorry.
So I did like
Ruben, please cut this stuff. Y'all know to cut, right?
No, they gonna be airing it, girl.
I mean, it's nothing that.
No, she went with friends.
Yeah.
about to pee my
They
pants.
were friends. Yeah. I mean, I went with a lot of
I've
friends.
drank all of this. I've
Yeah.
drank half of this, and now I'm drinking a White
Okay,
Claw. My
so,
bladder
yeah,
is
no,
about
Costa
to
Rica.
explode.
Love
Okay,
Costa
Costa Rica. Okay, and your favorite store?
Oh, yeah, your favorite
store, like shopping.
Yes. Zara.
I was gonna say
Zara.
Zara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zara. I was
Yeah.
like Zara, and then probably like Express, but Zara. Zara's my shit.
Yeah. Did we get them all? Song,
I've never been to Zara.
Restaurant.
You
What?
would love Zara.
I've never been to
She
one.
would. I don't.
You don't think so? I think you would.
I think there would be some things for
Like
her.
the skirts and the
Wait, what kind of
sports.
store do you think that would be my favorite?
Not Zara.
Hot Topic? She's like, Zara isn't your store. What's my store?
Not
The
Zara.
one that has all the
Wait,
piercings.
Yeah.
Is that Hot Topic?
I think it's Hot Topic. I don't know. I've never even been in there.
You've never been to Hot Topic?
What?
No. I've never.
Have you been to Hot Topic?
I wasn't raised like that. No, I've never been to Hot Topic. I don't think I've ever been in there.
You're married to Joseph. He was in like metal
I'm sure
bands.
he was. Yeah, when I met him, he used to have like his hair was like longer, and he always has to do like.
Yeah,
this.
he had like the emo swoop.
Yeah, to always do this. And
Did he have
like-
piercings?
He had, I think, his ears pierced at one point, but when I met
That's
him, no.
not-
He had already grown out of that phase. He wears a
Um.
necklace now, like a chain, and I'm like, you look like mafia.
I want to meet Joseph.
I can't believe you haven't. I know, it's so wild.
I feel like he and I would have so much to talk about
I
regarding
feel like
music.
exactly with the music specific. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
y'all would, because you met him. Yeah.
And I feel like your store would be like, I feel like it's that one that
What?
Akira. Yeah,
Oh, I do love Akira.
I love that store.
Akira,
Yes.
Oh, they said IKEA. I was like,
Oh,
damn,
No,
what
I
kind
do
of
not
clothes
like
they got there?
putting things together.
I think
No, Akira is a lot of fun because it's just so different and bold.
I love all the stuff we've bought there too.
Me too.
Oh, that bodysuit y'all got me was really nice.
We need to go there. We need to go to
I've never
Akira,
been.
go to Zara,
Oh, you would love it.
and we need to eat bourbon chicken.
From the food court?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
I crave. That should have been on my favorite food list.
That is
Where-
one of my
Small
favorite foods.
Chinese food.
cheap Chinese food. When I was pregnant, I would crave that. Like
Yeah.
I'd go like just to the mall to get like
Bourbon
bourbon
chicken.
chicken.
Yes.
And lo mein.
I don't even
Fried
need a side.
rice.
Just give me the whole
Oh, no, I
styrofoam.
want some fried rice.
I want the lo mein. I love lo mein.
That's where we should go after this.
To the mall. To
Yeah,
Willow.
get bourbon chicken.
Okay, was that the 5?
That's 5.
That is 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
Yeah. That was fun.
Well, Cheers. We thank
Yes.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining TM.
Oh,
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
wait, what? Thank you for being
unhinged aunt.
Thank you for being
Unhinged
the
is what it
third
is.
for
Unhinged.
our trio. Thank you for being our
Yes.
trio.
I'm happy. Thank you guys for embracing me how y'all have.
Oh, we
and
love you.
Welcoming me like you guys have. Because I think I was telling.
Them lips got her, honey.
No, but for real. Thank y'all for loving me the way y'all do. Honestly,
We do.
I do
We
really
love you.
appreciate it, and I
We
think
love
there's
you.
really never a moment when I wake up and I'm just like, "What the hell did I do?"
No.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that y'all think that, but I'm like,
No, we love you.
I'm here
and
to tell you that
we're
we
super
do not
proud
think
of
that.
you.
I'm pretty sure there was one time Jared and I were at a happy hour with a builder and we were talking about like speeding tickets or something. And I had just started and I was starting to tell this builder, it was Brad with Brightland and Steven with Brightland. We were all having happy hour and I told the builders, I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure like I was starting to tell them that I thought I had a warrant for like a speeding ticket.
As Jared's
And
standing
Jared's
there.
sitting there looking at me and I looked at him and I was like, I stopped and then I was like, you know what? You already hired me. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a warrant out.
Can you get this cleared up,
Yeah.
please?
And then he looked at me and he was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, that's your fault. I was like, you should have done a background check and you should have done a P test. Like, that's on you.
Too late now, sucker.
I'm here.
Surprise.
Surprise.
I was like, I am what I am. Whatever. But no, thank y'all for
To be
letting me
clear, there is no warrant.
me. There is no warrant. I checked.
It's okay if there is. It's just drive.
It's just a speeding ticket.
ticket.
Probably just for like a parking ticket or something. No, it's for
You're
speeding.
fine. Nobody's gonna judge you for a speeding ticket.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, y'all see the way I drive, so.
We know the way she drives. Coming in hot.
Disturbing the peace.
In these streets. These mean streets.
Look, that's
My
how.
eyes are like watering.
All right,
I
let's
know.
go eat.
Yeah.
Break.
All right, break.